And now, streaming live from the sunny Southern California coast, this is Options Uncensored.
Hey everybody, I'm Steve. Welcome to Options Uncensored. We're making real options trades in real time together. Let's get right into it. First things first, make sure you have your brokerage account open so you can follow along. Have your YouTube video quality set as high as possible. You can read the numbers a whole lot easier. Have a calculator ready so we can do some easy math together. And finally, remember, this is not financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. All right, let's check in our open positions. ExxonMobil, short put spread. We're trying to get to 29. Right now, Mark is at 48, so we made a little bit of money, $10 so far. Our SPY put vertical, trying to get to 32. We opened at 64. We're fine on this one. Those are both December expiration. Now our November expirations, gold, it's come back a little bit in our favor, but it's kind of hovering right around our first strike of 186. We'll keep an eye on this. We may have to roll later this week. Macy's, we're going to hold this one until the end. We've got earnings on the 16th, so if it closes beforehand, great. If not, we may just close it all automatically because we're already up $56. Roku, we have our put vertical. Earnings are tomorrow. I'll talk about tomorrow, the possible scenarios of what will happen because we're going to hold this one through earnings and we'll go over each and every scenario and what we'll do, okay? So Roku tomorrow. All right, let's get into our list for today. First up is Caterpillar. Post earnings move here, down 5%. May have already missed this one, but let's see what we got on the put side. We're doing December expiration, 45 days till expiration. If you sold the 200 and bought the 195, what do you get? Take our calculators and we'll take 161 minus 121, divide that by 2, and divide that by 500. Only 4%. That's not that great. On the call side, if you sold the 260 and bought the 270, that's an $1,000 spread, okay? 143 minus 69 divided by 2. Hold on. 141 minus 69 divided by 2, that's 3.6%. So that's not that great either. So this is a post-earnings move. All the volatility has been sucked out of it, so it's not that expensive anymore. We're going to skip Caterpillar. Next, Pfizer, PFE. This is post-earnings as well. Ugly chart for Pfizer. It's broken down below 30. Could get a bounce here. If not, next support's around 25 to 27. So let's take a look on the put side. It's not worth it. Too small of a stock. You'd have to sell the 26. On the call side, same thing, not worth it. 32.5 is too close. We'll skip Pfizer for now. Next, Amgen, AMGN. Was this earnings? Yes, earnings this morning. Here's our chart. Was down a lot earlier. It was already down to 250. Let's see what the put side looks like. Illiquid. You see how these these spreads are too liquid. 225, 252, 163, 191. Hardly any volume. Call side has a little bit of volume, but still too illiquid. Got a 25-point spread here. The 275, yeah, way too much. So just because of the illiquidness of the option, we're going to skip. It makes it harder to close, harder to roll. Just not worth it. Next up, Sarepta, SRPT. I think they had some news come out about one of their drugs. Earnings are November 1st. That's tomorrow after the close. I don't think it'll be a big mover after this. So, man, how far back do you have to go? Could catch a bounce here. I may have already caught the bounce. On the put side, we're way too close. There aren't enough strikes available. Maybe there's something in January. If you sold the 40, Nah. What about the call side for December? No. Same thing, to a liquid. 225, 275, 220, 275 to a liquid. It'll be too hard to fill. Next, BP. Earnings were today, maybe? Yeah, earnings were today. Down slightly, but it's already caught this bounce. We may have missed this one too. On the put side, you'd want to sell the 33, buy the 30, I guess. 34 minus 11. Divide that by 2, divide that by 300, about 4%. That's not that great. On the call side, you just have to sell the 40. Skip the call side, not worth it. All right, next one, Bud. This is earnings as well. Not bad. Maybe we can short this one. On the call side, still a short call spread. What do we got? The 62.5, no liquidity. Next. Pinterest, post earnings as well, up 20%. All right. Let's see what we could sell on the call side. If you sold the 34 and bought the 36, $200 spread. If you got a small account, that's great. 51 minus 25, divided by 2, divided by 200, 6.5%. I like that one. Where's 34 on the chart? $34 is up here. That seems fair. I like this one. We'll open this one. It's $200 spread. So if you got a small account, this one's great. We'll sell the 34 and buy the 36. This will be December expiration, okay? We'll go here to verticals. Change this to 2. The 34, 36 is all the way down here. We're going to sell one December expiration 34 on the call side, and we're going to buy one December expiration on the 36 on the call side. Set that at 30. Limit credit. So we'll receive $30. All right. We'll preview this. Sell one December call to open at 34 and buy one December 36 call to open. We'll receive a credit of 30. Perfect. We'll go ahead and send that out. I'll chill here. If it gets filled during the show, we'll set the close order together. All right. Next up, Boeing, BA. Earnings aren't until January. Okay. Was there an upgrade today, I think? Upgrade to buy. All right, good. Well, we're post earnings. On the put side, if you sold the 160, bought the 155. 145 minus 98. Divide that by 2. Divide that by 500. 4.7. That's okay. On the call side, if you sold the 205 and bought the 210, that's 163 minus 103. Divide that by 2, divide that by 500, 6% on the nose. So if you sold the 205 on the call side, where's that? Right up here somewhere. That seems fair. Get a 6% return. We'll keep an eye on this one. We want to move up first, then sell the call side. If it got here, near this 200 day, I'd consider selling a call spread, but right now if you did, 6% return. Interesting. Next, Stellantis. STLA. Up 4%. I wonder if earnings are in February. Maybe there's some news here. No. Just up 4%. Let's see what the put side is. Too small. Skip the put side, skip the call side. Next, that was an easy one. VF Corp. They're down 8.5% today. Earnings are, well, they just had earnings, that's why. This is an awful chart. Let's switch to the weekly here. See how far back we have to go. Holy moly. All right. Could catch a bounce around 14 or so. Still a ways down. Maybe 14.5. Yikes. All right. On the put side. Skip the call side. When we have these smaller stocks, it's hard to do something unless they have really high volatility. Next, on semi, ON. Down again. I think it's the second day after earnings. Correct. So down day 2. We didn't open anything yesterday. Now may be our shot. Let's look at the put side today. 55's too close and 50's too far out. Where's 55 on the chart? $55 is right here. 102 minus 43. Divide that by 2. Divide that by 500. 6%. That's not bad. The call side, if you sold the 75 and bought the 80, that's 75 minus 32 divided by 2 divided by 500, 4.3. So you'd want to stick to the put side here. Sell the 55 by the 50, but the 55 is awfully close. We'll keep this one on the list, okay? TLT. Up today, right? Yeah. We're going to wait till after the Fed meeting to do something here at the TLT. On the put side, if you sold the 78 and bought the 72, 63 minus 15 divided by 2 divided by 500, almost 5% on the bond market ETF. That's not bad at all. On the call side, I have to sell the 91 and buy the 96. 64 minus 23 divided by 2 divided by 500, 4.1. You get paid better on the put side. Wait till after the Fed meeting. Google, still on our list. They're going to take Google off the list. We've already had them move down. You would want to sell puts a couple days ago, so this one's over. And take Google off the list. Tesla's next, TSLA. I think they're down again. Oh, they're up now. Let's see what the put side looks like on Tesla. If you sold the 160 and bought the 155, that's 289 minus 229 divided by 2 divided by 500, 6% on the nose if you sold the put side. The call side. If you sold the 235 and bought the 240, 367 minus 293 divided by 2 divided by 500, 7.4% if you sold the call side. 235 on the chart. Where's that? 235's all the way up here too. Is that right? Are those the right strikes? 235? Yeah, the 235, 240. $235 is right here. That's pretty far out. Doesn't mean it can't get there by December expiration. We'll do this one too. We'll sell the two. Oh, wait a second. I'm looking at the wrong. I was looking at 335. That's why. 235 is way up here. That makes more sense. My bad. Sorry about that. Nope. Don't want to take that one. K-Web is next. May have missed the boat on this one. On the put side, nah, nothing. The call side, same thing, nothing. All right, that's that list for today. We'll go to our IV rank scanner, and we'll sort by volume. We'll look at the SPY first, 60% IV rank. I've got my put spread open, the 388, 393. Where are we? 393 strike is right here. That's my strike. If you want to open something on the put side today, sell the 390 and buy the 385. That's 314 minus 250 divided by 2 divided by 500. 6.4% return. That's not so bad. I think that's what I'm looking for as well. Somewhere around the 6. It's not bad. Definitely get paid for it. On the call side, I have to sell the 441. I buy the 446. 163 minus 95 divided by 2 divided by 500. 6.8% on the call side. You get paid more to sell the call side. Where's 441 on the chart? $441's right about here. Seems fair. You get paid for it though. All right, back to the list. Tesla. We already looked at Tesla, even though it's post earnings. Still high. Nvidia has earnings. Ford, Pinterest, we have our ticket open. Meta. Let's see where Meta's at. They're post earnings. Meh. No bias either way on this one. If you sold the 260, bought the 255, that's 317 minus 257 divided by 2 divided by 500, 6 on the nose. On the call side, if you sold the 340, bought the 345, 320 minus 254 divided by 2 divided by 500, 6.6% on the call side. Interesting. I'm going to pass on this one. AMD has earnings tonight. We'll check in tomorrow morning. Apple has earnings later this week. What is this one? How did I miss it? CCJ, post earnings. Earnings were today before the open. All right. I don't know this one. Let me sell the call spread here. What have you got? If you sold the 47, I guess you'd have to buy the 50. $300 spread. That's 69. 69 minus 33 divided by 2 divided by 300. That's a 6% return. 47 on the chart. $47's all the way up here. Huh. Today before the open. I don't know this one, so I've never traded it. What sector is it in? Basic materials, metals, mining. Nuclear energy, maybe it's uranium. I don't know this one at all. Well, that doesn't matter. 47. We'll open this one too. So we'll sell the 47 and buy the 50. That's a $300 spread. Again, if you got a small account, great. You're risking 300 bucks. Literally, you're risking 300 minus the premium, so it's not technically 300 bucks. It's easier for the math. We'll set this to 3. All right. The 47.50 is right here. We'll sell 1 December expiration 47 on the call side, and we'll buy 1 December expiration 50 on the call side. We'll go for the ask 37. Limit credit. We'll preview this. Double check the ticket. Sell 1 December 47 call to open, and buy 1 December 50 call to open. We'll receive a credit of $37. We'll go ahead and send that out. It'll hang tight here with Pinterest as well. Cool. I wonder how I missed that one this morning. Next. JetBlue, it's a $3 stock. I know they're down big today, but you're not going to be able to do anything. Pfizer we looked at. Pfizer still has really heightened volatility even though the past earnings. That's interesting. TLT we looked at. Microsoft, the event on the 7th. Pass. HYG. We already looked at ON. Bank of America is still on this list. Too small, right? If you sold the 23 on the put side, let's look at the chart really quick. Sorry. We're past all the bank earnings. I wonder why there's so much volatility in the banks still, post earnings. On the put side, if you sold the 23 and bought the 20, $300 risk, that's 31 minus 10 divided by 2 divided by 300, only 3.5%. That spread's no good. On the call side, skip the call side. Next. Caterpillar. We already looked at Caterpillar. Pinduoduo's down 4.5. Are they earnings? Earnings are the 27th. Nope, they're just down 2 days in a row. We're a little less than a month away. On the put side, good liquidity here. If you sold the 80 and bought the 75, 167 minus 103 divided by 2 divided by 500, 6.4% if you sold that put spread there. Call side, sell the 120, buy the 125. 205 Minus 143 divided by 2 divided by 500. 6.2 there. Not bad. I'm going to pass on this one. Gold. Let's look at gold. I've got my position open. We're down a good amount, but we can roll forever and ever and ever on this ETF. Here's the chart. My strike is the 186, so we're getting close. But like I said, we can always roll it. If you want to sell something on the call side today, sell the 195 and buy the 200. That's 156 minus 89 divided by 2 divided by 500. 6.7. Man, that's hard to pass on that one. I was in this way too early. Wonder if I can roll this today. I'm gonna roll this tomorrow, I think. Make a note. Gold to roll. Unless it's down, unless gold is down big tomorrow. You know what? Actually, we're gonna wait for the Fed meeting to conclude and see what gold does. If the gold rallies after the meeting, we'll roll it. If the gold sells off after the Fed meeting, we'll just keep it open. This is November expiration, but for December, open that call spread is what I would do. Sell them 195 and buy the 200. 6.7% return on gold. Gold isn't hardly ever this volatile. What's the put side pay? If you sold the 176 and bought the 171, nothing. 51 minus 18 divided by 2 divided by 500. 3.3% on the put side. You really get paid on the call side. That's crazy. Okay, back to the list. We're almost done for today. Palantir. Nope. Earnings tomorrow. Sorry, earnings in 2 days. Sarepta we looked at. The XLE. This will be the last one for today. I got my ExxonMobil. I'm happy with ExxonMobil. Put side. If you sold the 77, nah, skip this one. I think that'll do it for today. All right, so CCJ, if this one fills, 37 divided by 2. If this one fills, we will set a buy to close limit order at 18 cents and set that as good till canceled, so it's open for the next couple weeks till it fills. And with Pinterest, if this one gets filled, we'll set a buy to close order at limit at 15 cents. And same thing, we'll set that as good till canceled. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on these two during the day. Thank you so much for watching today. Tune in every morning, 7:15 a.m. on the West Coast, 10:15 a.m. on the East Coast. We go live every morning, every trading day. Tell your friends to watch in as well. Everybody subscribe. You'll get alerts when we go live, all right? Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow morning.